All because she got fired.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's racing show is sponsored by Riverview Family Autosales.com. So Riverview Family Autosales.com. So go reach out to them for all your auto sales needs. Tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube, we have with us Holden Allen. Welcome to the show, Holden.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me.
So Holden, let's talk about your racing career. Where did it all start for you?
It started in quarter midgets. I knew Smyrna Speedway, Nolan, Smyrna.
What was it like for you to race for the first time, Holden?
For the first time, definitely a different feeling.
Were you scared at all?
No, not really.
Okay. How much success have you had as a race car driver?
In 9 years, I believe, that I've raced, we've had in quarter midgets roughly around probably like 35 wins. And then a couple of those came from the Dixies at Huntsville, North Carolina Speedway. And then one national race at Indianapolis. And then
Okay.
then after quarter midgets, I went to Pro Late Models on asphalt with Carolina Pro Late Model Series in North Carolina. And I ran just one season, 12 races. We really didn't have the best of luck. We would have a really fast car thanks to Buggy Fletcher, and we would be top 5, and then sometimes we would get caught up in a wreck or just I would fall off. And we just had one top 3 there. And I believe the average was like the 6th place finish, which wasn't too bad out of an average 20 car field per race. And we were leading the fall brawl once, and then we broke. But then in the 2 years I've raced the dirt late model in my Black Diamonds, I've won 4 races out of 60 events. And then this year we had 30 features, and I made 27 of them. And then our top 10 was 25, and then only 4 wins and a couple top 3s and top 5s.
Okay. So Holden, what's an awesome, how do you celebrate your victories?
My victories? The 2 that came out all tag, I really don't celebrate them besides obviously when at Alltech Joe Kelly would come down and interview me, then that's how I would I don't really celebrate too much, just because the at Alltech Joe Belkey has been helping us out a lot there, and so every time I won or I raced, he would immediately race and I would go down the infield to help him out, and so I never really celebrated wins too much.
Okay. So what does an awesome day at the racetrack look like for you?
And on and off, I mainly, if I've never been to a track, I'll go to YouTube and watch tracks and try and watch in-car cameras. Like this year and last year, we mainly just traveled in our 602. So I just watched a lot of places. There'd be Cody Overton in-car reviews and a couple of Bubba Rollins, some of the top dogs that have raced 602, 604s at these tracks while they're racing Supers. So I try and watch them a lot. And that's about off. And then on the track, we unload. We like to be there early just so we can prepare, just in case something goes wrong. One time at Tacoma, we unloaded and we had an immediate right front flat. So if we weren't there like 2 hours earlier, we wouldn't have raced. And so we prepare a lot for that. We try and get there earlier. And like racing wise, very, very calm to my understandings. I'm very calm. And I just try and be smooth and clean.
What's an awesome day at the race shop look like for you?
An awesome day.
Yeah.
An awesome day. I don't think there's honestly ever a really great day besides like um uh, it was around November, October-ish. We got our 23 black diamond, and that was a pretty awesome day to get that car in and back from Fitz, because Fitz did it all. He does an amazing job with our black diamonds. And it was just an exciting day to have that car in the shop.
Okay. What is the story behind your racing number? Where did that come from?
It was a long story, but I used to be really into dirt bikes. And my favorite rider was Ken Roxton. And my original number from like when I raced legend cars, I didn't really race him. We practiced a lot, and I think we did one race in it. And I was number 4. Well, I really like Ken Roxton, and I like 94. And I always liked how he had some of the worst wrecks and injuries, and he never backed down. And he just kept riding and be the best he can. And I really liked him, so I chose that number.
Okay. Who do you have for sponsors on your racing team?
My sponsors are Crush Supply, Fair Allen, Mortgage with Fairway. This year we brought on Port Consolidated. Um, Port Consolidated, Hoosier by Benny's. Tom Morgan sells those tires and everything we need for a race car. He lived 5 minutes from my house. Sunoco Race Fuels and with Southern Racing Fuels, they do a really helpful. Sunoco has the best fuel. When we switched over to Sunoco, I have not had one problem with my carburetors. The cars have always ran clean, whatnot. And then Southern Racing Fuels, they do a lot for us, and they're the one who brought in Sunoco for us. And then Redline synthetic oil. They build the baddest oil. Like when we switched over there, the oil pressure really never moved. Like it was dead on, and I didn't have to look at my gauges to worry about if I'm gonna lose oil pressure or whatnot until I blow up. And so that's what I really like about Redline. They're consistent, off the charts. Their oil is off the charts. And then that's about it. And then Fitz Factory. Jason Fitzgerald with Fitz Factory this year and last year. He has helped us out with the 20 and the 23 Black Diamonds a ton.
Are you presently still looking for sponsors for your racing team?
Oh, yeah, we always are. Yes, sir. We always are.
How does one get a hold of you to sponsor you?
My racing email, Holden Allen Racing at gmail.com.
Okay. Do you have a Facebook page at all too?
Yes, sir.
To
I do also have a Holden Allen Racing Facebook page.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to sponsor Holden here or get to know him better, reach out to him via his email or his Facebook racing Facebook page that he has up also. Okay, Holden, do you have a racing nickname?
No, sir.
Okay. What is your most favorite victory out of your racing career thus far?
Probably the one at Alltech Raceway. It was my first one at Alltech in our 2020 Black Diamond. Um, I won my heat race. Well, first off, I went quick time and hot laps, won my heat race. Then we inverted the fifth, and then I got up to second really quick, and me and Nevin Gainey, we were side by side for about 12 to 15 laps. And then finally, it was last lap caution came out for us. We were going into 3, and the caution came out on the last lap. And then Alltech, I like how their rules are. where you start double file and it's not like Delaware or single. And so he chose the top where the top was better for him, and I chose the bottom where the bottom was better for me. And going into one, I got a really good start, and we were side by side entering one, and I passed him coming on two. And then three and four, he had nothing for me. But it is really
Okay.
fun racing with Evan. He's a good guy.
All right. So Holden, all right, who's on your racing crew?
My racing crew, this year and the next year will be me, my dad, Joe Balke, and Mike Nichols will help us out when we go to Tennessee and race with them.
Okay. Okay. Um, who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
Honestly, no one's really my friends besides obviously I guess you would call him my crew chief Joe Bucky. We're in different classes, so that's really the only friend I really have at the racetrack. I'll talk to a couple people like Austin Lehman, Bubba Roland, all of them. I have conversations with them, but not really friends.
Okay. Holden, what is your home racetrack?
My home racetrack would be Volusia Speedway.
What is your most favorite racetrack you've ever raced on?
It'd either be Smoky Mountain. It's a really smooth and slick track. They did a really good job track prepping with that. Um, or like Scravin. I really like Scravin just because you hammer it down most of the time until it gets really slick, and then you start needing to find the grip. But Scravin's just fun because it's so different. And one and two is completely different than any track I've ever been to.
All right. So Holden, are you pretty good about reading the racetrack?
Reading, for the most part, yes.
All right. So Holden, what are your future goals as a race car driver?
My future end goal would most likely just be to race with Ricky Thornton Jr. in the Lucas or World Outlaws, and
Okay.
just in a
Do you have any big
dirt late model. Super.
do you have any big racing events you're looking forward to racing in coming up?
Sunshine will be our next race. That's mainly it. And then All Tech when the Lucas Oil go there, we'll be in there with the
Okay.
604. And those are the two races I'm really looking forward to.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun outside the racetrack?
Honestly, not much. Most Sundays, me and my buddies, we just go karting or something. Or I like doing racing with my buddies, so that's honestly about it.
When you're strapped in your race car getting ready to go on the racetrack, what helps get you psyched up and motivated to go out and do this?
What gets me psyched up the most, um, probably like if some big dogs are there. Like on the Powell, I started on pole, and I was really hyped up because I beat, I out qualified Mark Whitener, Will Harrington, Bubba Rowland, like all those great people. And I started on pole. We didn't do that great in the feature. I made the wrong changes and we fell back. But that stuff, just running with Mark and Will Harrington and all of them, really gets me psyched up and ready to race.
Okay. Okay. What's the best piece of advice you've gotten as a race car driver?
Uh, like advice would probably be sometimes you go slow to go fast. Like all tech where it gets really slow and slick, you can't just bomb it off in there. You're just gonna slide to the wall and you're not gonna be any good. Sometimes slow is faster.
Okay. So what kind of advice would you give a new race car driver?
New race car driver, most of the time you're not gonna win on the first time, so just have no expectations. Expectations. That's what's helped me out a lot. Just not caring and just keep your head up and just keep racing. It's gonna be hard the first year, I can promise you.
So who's your racing hero?
My racing hero would probably either be Kyle Larson or Bobby Pierce.
Okay, have you met both of those guys before?
I met Kyle, but never Bobby.
What was it like to meet Kyle Larson?
It was pretty cool. He's a really nice guy. I met him at Volusia one year when the sprints came here, and it was
Okay.
nice. He was really nice to me.
Okay. What types of racing do you like to watch on TV?
What racing tips?
No, what types of racing? What types of racing? you like to watch on TV?
Just late models. On like the Snowball Derby was today, and that's really cool. I watched it. Just ASA tours and Cars tour, and then Lucas and World of Outlaws.
Okay. If you had the opportunity to meet Bobby Pierce, what would you say to him?
I honestly really don't know.
Okay.
Just a spur of the moment
Um,
thing, probably.
okay. Do you have any crazy racing stories you'd like to share with us?
No, I really don't have anything crazy.
All right. Is there anybody you'd like to thank you for helping you get this far in your racing career?
Yeah, all my sponsors and most definitely my mom and dad. They've done a lot for me.
Okay. So, what do your friends think of you being a race car driver?
All of my friends are actually race car drivers as well, so we're not really surprised at all or really
Okay.
wowed about it.
What's your favorite thing about being a race car driver?
Definitely the racing part. Just going
Okay.
out there for 20, 30 laps and just hammer down sideways. That's a lot of fun.
Okay. So, Holden, at this portion of the racing show, I'd like to turn the mic over to my guest. If you have a couple of questions you'd like to ask me, you can ask me a couple of questions.
What was that?
At this portion of the racing show, I'd like to turn the mic over to my guest. If you have a couple of questions you'd like to ask me, you can ask me a couple of questions.
Uh, have you raced before?
I've never raced before, but I've been a racing fan for about 30 plus years.
What's your favorite class?
I like it all. I like it all.
And,
I like the speed. I like the racing all in general.
what's your favorite racetrack you've ever been to?
Knoxville Raceway in Knoxville, Iowa. And then I've also been to Boone, Iowa for the Super Nationals.
Hmm. Um, what are your hobbies besides watching racing?
Just watching racing.
I like it. That's all I got. Can't think of
Okay.
anything.
So, Holden, I'd like to thank you for being on our racing show tonight. Talk to us about your
So,
racing career, getting to know you a little bit better. I will have you step out and I will give you a call to thank you in person here shortly, okay?
thanks, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Holden Allen on our racing show tonight, talking to us about his racing career. Go follow him on his, if you'd like to get to know Holden better, reach out to him on his racing Facebook page or reach out to him via his email. But I'd like to thank our sponsor again, RiverviewFamily.com Auto Sales. Reach out to them for all your auto sales needs. Uh, if you'd like to sponsor our racing show or be on our racing show, feel free to call us or text us at 712-209-7138, or you can email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com. Big news out of the racing world. Donnie Schatz has signed a deal to drive the number 15 CJB 410 sprint car next year for the World of Outlaw Series. So congratulations to Donnie Schatz. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night and talk to you there in another episode of the Josh Long Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube.